Hi everybody, this is Red Hill Eagle. Welcome back to TEW2020. This is our AWA revival save and it's episode 7, I think. We're up to number 7. I could be wrong. The fun now will tell you. We've got an email, or a couple of emails before we do anything else. So house show cancelled, they're always cancelled because we don't have enough written people at the moment. Mike Enos has suffered an injury. That's a bummer to our tag team division. A year, a month, and a week. Wow, and it's a medium risk. Do I risk it? Yeah, why not? Let's try it. This could be really risky. A complete success. 10 months. Okay, well, it's still a long time. Right, our tag team division is, well, it's virtually non-existent. What I wanted to do initially here was continue with our booking of, using the notepad to flesh out the main event that we've got, the big event, sorry, at the end of the month, the big action wrestling. I mean, so far we've got 9 matches, 7 matches, and I think we should have about 9 or 10. I just want to double check how long our event is for, how long it runs for. So, 2 hours. Yeah, I think we can afford. Let's go 9 matches. I mean, we can always just have a few short matches if need be. So, yeah, let's start fleshing it out a little bit more. And what I do, instead of go through every wrestler and see if they've got a match, I tend to just have a look at the top guys and see, have I used them? Now, Bob Backlund. Let's have a look. Bob Backlund, yes, he's got Billy Jack Haynes. King Kong Bundy's defending his belt. Rick Martel, he will draw with Orton. Rick Rude is not being used yet. Yes, he is. He's in that tag team match. Ricky Steamboat is losing the title match. Okay, so that's our stars. So they're all being used. So Big John Studd, he's someone who possibly we don't have down yet. Destruction Crew, that match is going to have to go. I think we're going to have Mike Enos and someone else. And this is why I write in pencil, guys, because I think we're going to have, not Mike Enos, Wayne Bloom, and I'll tell you what, let's have him go with Studd. Bloom and Studd over the Fantastics. They're not going to be a regular team, but, you know, we've got to do something, haven't we? Right, Billy Jack Haynes and Bob Orton Jr. we know are in action. Dan Severn probably hasn't got a match, so I'll have a look and I'll see. Right, he's a well-known babyface. Probably want to get him over. He's only 32, so let's have a look at a heel, perhaps a heel who's aging a little bit. Stan Lane? I think we'll go with Stan Lane. Yeah, he's only a lightweight. I mean, he's in the tag team division. But I can't see us doing much with the tag team division at all now. I mean, he's not in it. Yes, he's in with the Heavenly Bodies. Okay, well, I think I'll still go for it anyway. So, who was that I said? Dan Severn over Stan Lane. So, 7 over Lane. Okay. And then I'll have a look and I'll see, like, Paul Orndorff. He's in a match, isn't he? I'm sure I had him down. No, maybe not. Maybe not. No. So he's going to put someone over. I was going to say Scott Hall, but that's no good because Scott Hall's in a match. Plus he's a heel, so I'd be looking at a face lower down. So someone like Coco Beware. That makes sense. Coco Beware over Paul Orndorff. Have they faced each other yet? Not that it really matters too much. Coco Beware and Paul Orndorff. No. Okay. Well, we're going to do that then. We're going to have Coco Beware. I'll just put Coco over Orndorff. Okay, and that gives us 9 matches. I think that's about right. I mean, we'll just have to cope with it. If there's too many on there, I'll just have a couple of short matches. Could even put something on the on the pre-show. So now that's out the way, I won't pre-book it on the game. I won't waste your time with that. We'll just go straight to doing our TV show. Actually, do you know what? I should. I mean, it's possibly too late anyway, but normally I would. Oh, okay, I've done most of the matches. So, yeah, it's got enough star power to avoid any penalties. Okay, well, we'll leave that as is. In fact, what we do here, though, is we will now modify this one, because if I don't, I'll forget. So it's going to be Wayne Bloom with Big John Studd. There we go. So that is, well, that has pretty much, Wayne Bloom's still going to get the victory. That has screwed up our tag team division. Yeah, fine. Okay, so let's go to the, well, this is the go home show, I guess. I mean, they didn't really call them go home shows in those days, really. I never quite understood it either, but go home show, yeah, okay. But anyway, yeah, we'll go through this TV show. The main event, sorry, the big, I keep calling it the main event, but you know, the big action wrestling end of month event will be a separate episode. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at the backstage incidents then. Ken Shamrock failed to show up for a meeting. Slap on the wrist. It's not a negative impact. Come on. I wish I gave him a right rollicking now. Big John Studd and Terry Funk. Big John Studd was being a jerk. That's not the first time, is it? Stern warning. Small negative effect. Okay. Right. Where have we held shows? The Century 2 Convention, 5 Seasons Centre, and McElroy. Okay. We want to try to get somewhere a little bit different. We do still need to be maximising our profit, so I might need to repeat this a venue. Memorial Hall. We need something that's going to maximise our profit. So we're probably going to end up, for the moment, repeating a couple of venues. So let's have it at the Century 2 Convention Hall again. We've got to do what we've got to do at the moment while we're in this pretty bad debt. Okay, tonight's main event then. Let's have a look and go with, let's see, just a Rick Rude in the main event. We probably have done already, but it's okay. How about if he faces, yeah, someone here, so someone who's not too far down the card, maybe even Dan Severn. I'm going to give Rick Rude the victory. Just check they haven't been in a match yet. No, I'm going to give Rick Rude the victory, but I'm going to keep Dan Severn strong. So let's have Rick Rude win it. Open match script. And I don't want him to cheat. Maybe I could do count out. I want it to be a pinfall, but like a flash pinfall. So it's a bit of a shock kind of win. And keep strong Dan Severn. Yeah. Because we've still got to be keeping Rick Rude at the top. But Dan Severn, he'll get a rub from this, hopefully. Next, we'll try to get some sort of tag team action in. Maybe, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have a look at, what have we got? We've got, so Backlund and Haynes face off at Big Event Wrestling. And so do Martel and Orton. So why don't we put those in a tag team match? So it'd be Backlund and Martel. Bob Backlund, he is definitely a face, isn't he? Bob Backlund and Rick Martel are both faces, and then so it's going to be their opponents at Big Event Wrestling: Billy Jack Haynes and Bob Orton Jr. So go Bob Orton Jr., Billy Jack Haynes. Okay. Let's go good 14 minutes, 13 minutes this one, so 15 minutes overall. I quite like the idea of giving Billy Jack Haynes a cheated victory here. Why is Al Snow there? Wanted Bob Backlund and Rick Martel. Gotta be careful, guys. Okay, yeah. Yes, so yeah, Billy Jack Haynes, give him the victory cheating. I won't choose a loser. they both might not like it actually. I don't know. Billy Jack Haynes isn't that far down the card, I guess. Let's give it a go. But yeah, a tainted win. Bob Backlund's still in this storyline with Bam Bam Bigelow and King Kong Bundy, so I could have one of those two interfere. Yeah. Okay, so let's have maybe not. Yeah, distraction finish rather than actually interfering. So maybe on Rick Martel. No, not Rick Martel. Sorry, let's go Bob Backlund. I'm actually thinking King Kong Bundy's manager, Nick Botwinkle, isn't it? Yeah, it'll just be different rather than King Kong Bundy doesn't have to antagonise Bob Backlund. King Kong Bundy's got the belt. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah, Bob Backlund's unhappy. Okay, let's see what happens if we choose Martel to be the loser. Still think Backlund's going to want something. Oh, Rick Martel's unhappy. Well, of course he is. I didn't think Billy Jack Haynes was that far down the pecking order. Okay, so Rick Martel then. Didn't want that one, did I? I wanted to go here. I think I want to keep Rick Martel strong. Until we get more people at the higher end of the card, this is kind of how it's going to be for a while, I think. Right, let's have... okay, the rest are going to be singles matches then. Okay, we've had 33 minutes and I've got 59 to fill, so probably 2 more, maybe 3 more if they're short matches. So let's go with... okay, people I want to get over. Al Snow and Danny Davis we can't have because they don't have contracts. It'd be nice to just get Wayne Bloom on the card. No, I'm just thinking to kind of establish the fact that he's pretty much now a singles wrestler. No, I'll tell you what. Let's go with let's keep getting people over that we want to get over. Scott Hall can get a victory against Hector Guerrero. I may have done this match. No. Okay, and it will be a short one. Hector Guerrero is only an unimportant. I don't mean only an unimportant. You know what I mean. And victory Scott Hall. Script, I won't have it as open because I want Scott Hall to come out a little bit more stronger than that. And a pinfall finish. That one can go. Actually, that one can go there. Yeah. So then the tag team match kind of like be quite in the middle of the card, really. Coco Beware can go over Paul Orndorff in the event. So let's establish him as someone who is capable of getting victories. Let's go Coco Beware. Tully Blanchard? Yeah, do you know what? Because Tully Blanchard is an a-hole. And this one's going to be a short one as well. Let's go 7 minutes. Coco Beware, give him the victory. And have this one as open, though. Scripted. Have this as our storytelling match. And I'm going to go this one count out. Yeah. Tully Blanchard's unhappy. I'm tempted to just say tough. But no, let's try to, keep some sort of smile on his face. I don't know why. Right, okay. And then, so we've got one more, another match. We've got room for a 7-minute match to open us with. I could go another tag team match, actually, just to get some more guys on the card. What storylines have we got? Because I could go with something like Steamboat Haynes. I'll tell you what, let's have a... No, I think I'll just stick with a singles match for the moment. So, possibly look at another one of our guys at the top end. These two are the only ones we haven't used. Okay, no, let's go with someone else we're trying to get over. I guess Kevin Von Erich we are trying to get over. Bam Bam Bigelow. Yeah, definitely. Bam Bam Bigelow. I know I've said it before. I love Bam Bam. And I really want to be getting him over. Is he a face in this save? No, he's a heel at the moment. So he needs to defeat a babyface preferably, I've probably done this match, haven't I? No. Okay, do that then. So what did I say? 7 minutes. 7 minutes, 9 minutes overall. And Bam Bam to get the win. I'm tempted to do a wild brawl actually. Terry Funk's involved. I wonder what that'll do for us. Bam Bam's going to win by, I was going to say submission, but I don't like faces quitting. But we are really trying to show that Bam Bam's a force to be reckoned with. All right. Yeah, Terry Funk's unhappy. All right, keep him strong. We seriously need to be getting some of these guys higher up on the card. But this is the whole idea. I want to get Bam Bam over. He's going to have to beat people higher than him. Okay, so angles then. Let's have a look at some of the storylines that we've got going. I know I did just kind of look at them. Bam Bam Bigelow and Terry Funk. After the match, I'm going to have Bob Backlund come out and cut a promo on Bam Bam. So Bob Backlund, Bam Bam Bigelow, he's just standing there looking menacing. Post, Backlund appears and cuts promo on Bigelow. Actually has some respect for his talent. And I think that helps that he didn't cheat. If he cheated, Bob Backlund wouldn't have said he actually has some respect for his talent. Because I think, again, it's getting Bam Bam over as a really good in-ring performer. I mean, kayfabe, the game doesn't know that's what I'm doing. But that's what I'm doing. Bob Backlund is sort of telling the audience, you know what, this guy is actually pretty decent. Has some respect for his talent, but there's not enough there. But he's not in his league. We'll just say that out loud. Bob Backlund says to Bam Bam, despite the fact that you are actually a really good in-ring talent, you're not in my league. Okay. And that goes post that match. Okay, what else do we have? Al Snow and Danny Davis. They can't wrestle because neither of them has a contract, but I think we would have, was it Ken Resnick was our news guy? Or would I even have him being interviewed? Yeah, let's have John Tollis. So it's Al Snow. I mean, these two. Well, Danny Davis is recognisable, but I mean, this angle is gonna really bomb because neither of them are that popular. Tolos interviews Snow and Davis regarding contract situation. And I'll tell you what, why don't we have their tag team partners somewhere? So it's, we've got Scott Hall and Kevin Von Erich. Scott Hall maybe just mentioned, and Kevin Von Erich. They're mentioned because that's their tag team partners. In fact, I don't remember doing this on screen, that these are the partners that they've chosen. So this angle can kind of act as doing that as well, because I can't remember if I did it or not, which is really great on my part, but there we go. I did have them both off screen. I know it doesn't really matter, but I do try to kind of do things properly, even if I make mistakes every now and then. Yeah, both off screen. And we'll have that kind of there. What else have we got storyline wise? John Nord and Coco Beware. I'll tell you what, we'll have Coco Beware. John Nord tries to attack Coco Beware after his match, but he's not successful. John Nord has put him down as fighting, and Coco Beware is fighting. Now, I would normally put down Koko B. Ware is selling, but because this is a failed attack, in other words, Koko B. Ware kind of stands his ground and John Nord ends up retreating, they both go down as fighting. So post-match, Nord failed attack attempt on Koko. That's really all I need to put there, and we'll have it 2 minutes because these guys aren't particularly over at the moment. And that can go there. Rick Rude, Tito Santana. Let's have Rick Rude be interviewed. So Rick Rude interviewed on Tito Santana, and just put John Tollis in. I mean, it could be a self-promo, but I kind of like the idea of us having a guy who sort of does interviews. We do have self-promos, you know, without anyone else sort of being around, but, you know, Tolos interviews Rick Rude, promo on Santana. Go for 6 minutes. This one might get something decent with Rick Rude being relatively high up the card. Oh, we've got a match as well, isn't he? So maybe we have this open the show. No, it'll be all right there. So we've still got quite a few minutes to kill, actually. We need a news report. Ah, look at that. Look at that in our pre-booking. I need to check pre-booking before every match, before every show. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do then. Yeah, let's stick that in there. Let's stick that in as the first news report then. I know I've kind of done it twice now, but then I suppose it's the announcement, then Tollis interviews them. Yeah, let's do it that way. Add to booking sheet. Right, so we will put that. I don't want it to open the show, but I'll tell you what, let's stick it here. Yeah, because we should really have another news report. We need something to go here. Yeah, okay, we'll have a news report. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have an angle with hyping up the main event for the Big Action Wrestling. So let's have King Kong Bundy, Menace, and he takes on Ricky Steamboat, doesn't he? So Ricky Steamboat over this. This will only last a minute. Taped hype advert ad for Bundy versus Steamboat for title at Big Time Wrestling. That'll do. I'm not going to. Oh, sorry, it's Big Action Wrestling. Big Action Wrestling. Yeah, I'm not going to put too many details in there. I'll put this. I don't usually change the impact. Maybe it's gaming the system a little bit. Half the time it's just I forget. But when I remember, and you know, an angle like this, it's got to be minor, really. Let's do that, and that will go before the main event. And then we'll have another news report. Who haven't we used that we probably should? Big John Studd, Ricky Morton. Let's go with those first, and then Steve Dole, Tom Pritchard, if I remember. So, Studd, Morton, Dole, Pritchard. Studd, Morton, Dole, Pritchard. And obviously Ken Resnick. Microphone. Let's have them all scripted. I mean, this angle will probably bomb as well, but you know, we've got to kind of do these things. 6 minutes. News. Resnick cuts to promos from Studd, Morton, Dole, and Pritchard without the T. Okay, 6 minutes, and that should take us up to 90 if my maths is right. Yes, so the first news report was way back there, so we'll have this one here. Let's have it. Let's have it here before the that taped segment. Okay, so this is it, the last TV show before Big Action Wrestling. Bam Bam and Terry Funk gets a 55. That's actually not too bad. Good heat, decent wrestling. Bam Bam gets the win, as we know, by submission, 6 minutes 34. Hopefully Bam Bam's got some pop from that as well. Backlund appears after the match and just cuts a bit of a promo on Bam Bam, but he does say, I've actually got some respect for you. You're actually not a bad wrestler. You're nowhere in my league, though. It's only a 39. Don't really know what to expect from Backlund, rated on entertainment. And then the news report where Resnick announces partners for Danny Davis and Al Snow for their contract at Big Action Wrestling. So he announces those partners, and we also have promos in the same segment from Snow, Hall, Davis, Von Erich, and Rick Rude and John Nord. Rating 36. That one's disappointing, bearing in mind, well, I suppose there's 2 jobbers on there, and everyone else, well, Rick Rude's the only star. Got a gimmick change, have we? It's the first time he's been on there. He's got a racist gimmick. Okay. Well, this is 1991. I know that's not the point, but very different world. Still, well, I should have checked that. Well, he's a heel. He's a heel, and he'll get his comeuppance. Coco Beware and Tully Blanchard. Beware getting the victory in 6 minutes 51 by countout. Rating 45. I don't really know what to expect. This was literally, I just wanted to get Coco Beware over. Another gimmick. Tully Blanchard, have we not used him yet? I mean, I know he's been an a-hole, but wow. Well, I hope he improves his behaviour, because that's pretty decent. Very good, marketable, and a bonus when booked to look dominant. And he's got to buck his ideas up, though, if he wants to hang around. Post-match, John Nord, failed attempt to attack Coco Beware. It's only a rating of 36. And then John Tollis interviews Al Snow and Danny Davis, now that we know who their tag team partners are going to be. And that's an overall rating of 35. And then Bob Backlund and Rick Martel taking on Bob Orton and Billy Jack Haynes. 51 isn't too bad. Where did we get? Bob Orton and Billy Jack Haynes defeated Bob Backlund and Rick Martel in 13 minutes 16. Billy Jack Haynes forced Rick Martel to submit. Oh, I knew I should have put that down as a pinfall. See, Rick Martel's the kind of face we don't want quitting. But, oh well, there you go. It's only a game mechanic. It doesn't do too much, really. But he did cheat, of course. I suppose that helps, really. So he did cheat. Rating of 51, not too shabby. John Tollis then interviews Rick Rude, where he cuts a promo on Tito Santana. Overall rating of 49. Hector Guerrero, Scott Hall. This one finished in 5 minutes 56 when Scott Hall got the win over Hector Guerrero with a crucifix powerbomb. Rating 43. Didn't expect too much more. This was literally just to get Scott Hall a victory. And then another news segment with Ken Resnick throwing us 2 promos from Big John Studd, Ricky Morton, Steve Dole, and Tom Pritchard. Yep, disappointing 37. Again, a lot of these guys are really low down the card. Ricky Morton, his gimmick getting adequate. Surprising number of people we haven't used yet. And then a graphic on the screen, or at the very least, some sort of video advertising the main event for Big Action Wrestling. King Kong Bundy defends his title against Ricky Steamboat. Rating of 59. And the main event. Dan 7, Rick Rude. Well, 44. Good heat, decent wrestling. Rick Rude got the win in 16 minutes 12 by pinfall with a surprise cradle. Oh, yes, of course, it was a kind of shock pinfall, or what they call a flash pinfall. Overall, 41. Yeah. Still losing popularity. Oh, dear. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give a like and subscribe. On the next episode will be Big Action Wrestling, our first big event since we've got a TV show, our first big proper event, really. Join me for that one, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Goodbye.